Got ourselves team 1 together with Claws. We got a lot of agility classes in here with Claws as well as Nahualis. I might have a hard time now. I'm gonna go in now. How does that sound? I like it. Cat form. It looks so good. I know this at first people were like, wow, boomies, bears, travel form, flight form, all look cool. Cat form, oh, looks awful. But I don't know what people are talking about it. I think it looks so pretty. It looks so good. We got us some chills over in that team. First up is the Feral Druid, as on the Holy Death Knight. Where's the ghoul? Oh, he is right there. He's just chilling in the back. But we got ourselves Claws, we got ourselves the Druids, we got Speed, as well as TMD1 on the Rogue, and we got Seawork waiting out for his turn as well. With, where is Nautilus? There you are. Open it up with a full Feral Frenzy. IBF out for Chilpos immediately to counteract the Feral Druid as they go to try to see if he can shift out of this stun. Full Armor of the Dead, second stun from the main ghoul, trying to see if he can maximize the damage. Nautilus, maybe we'll have to turn up the heat, play a little more defensive. Bear form, Bariskin might not be enough. Wall should be coming out hopefully sooner. It's going to be Legendborn for Chilpos. Does break out of the full stun from Maim out of the human racial. Wall off for Nautilus, but I think the Execute almost gets him so close. He's survived, but looks like the Execute, the ghouls and the clawing shadows were enough just to overtake the homie. Oh no. You can't shoot shouts inside? Okay, so Demoniac has to bail because his challenge don't work. It's gonna be a 4-man squad over in team 1, but they're still gonna play it out like a full team. Because Demoniac trying to be like, you know what, I'm gonna change challenge once I enter the arena. You can't add new challenges when you're in the arena by the likes of it. You can swap what you have, but you can't add new ones. And Speed, it is your turn, right? You're trying to give like a, you're trying to let Chilpos, yeah, we're actually playing, we're actually going. Demonic cannot play because challenge literally don't work, but it's gonna be full of secret on Chilpos, trying to see if he can survive, and I think the Rogue Mages have him. Death back to the very last second, cannot heal anymore. Sepsis out for Speed as he's just trying to see if he could overtake Chilpos with just dot damage. AMS is up, should be able to deal with that Sepsis unless it falls off as the Sepsis ticks. Maybe for Chilpos this will give him enough time in order to wait out the necrotics, and he's able to wait him out just by a little bit though. Barely any health available. Needs to find a way to survive this one way or another. I don't know how he does it at this point. Trying to go for death strikes. At this point, the Death Knight healing is just not really all that good. IBF is not available for the cheap shot. It does get him taken out. But I think Ultimate Beast was going to be up next, yeah? Blind onto Ultimate Beast, does go in for the trinket into a kidney shot right in the clutches of Speed, who tries to see if he can go for a kidney shot back into Speed, and that's a reversal back with that stun. Speed not really giving Ultimate Beast too much of an advantage, making sure he hits him with a tit for tat with the kidney shots and stuns back to one another. But Speed is out in the open. Is there a rupture ticket on him? If there's a rupture ticket on him, Ultimate Beast should be able to get himself a proper opener, but even he can't really get himself a proper reset either. Vanish out of Speed. Maybe he should be able to get a sap. Cannot go for a sap. Has to go for a kidney shot off of that Shadow Strike with a secret technique. That's going to be Spore Cloak. Barely doing anything for you. It actually just does nothing. There is a Sepsis. Ultimate Beast does go in for a cloak to try to see if he can get out of there as best as possible. Full stun onto Speed. Trying to see if he can get a bit more damage into a full Gorm's Bite. Gouged by Speed though. As he's looking for a bit of that reset. Ultimate Beast out in the open. Is there still dots on him? Even if there's no dots, Speed is making sure to keep him in combat with his shuriken throws, just to make sure the guy does not get an easy reset and actually give Speed the calm points that he needs. Ultima does go in for a Shadow Mode, though Sap Speed out in the open for Ultima. This is a place to be right now. Speed with a trinket, Gouge to follow right after. Does he have a kidney shot available? Does have a kidney, hoping some kind of damage, trying to see if he can make himself a bit of a go. Gorma's Bite, cheap shot right after, got himself a secret technique at the end, cheat death to follow. Ultimate does go for the kidney shot, needs an escape for this one. Oh, right before he go for a vanish. Speed does go in for a kill. I don't even know how he did damage to the guy when his weapons were completely disarmed. As Nagatara going to be up next, does connect with Speed, knocking him out away from the pillar for just a second, keeping the Rogue in combat. That is going to be a cloak of shadows for Speed, as he does get himself a shadow mode very quickly, just to make sure he can get himself an easy escape. As long as he plays very careful with Nagatara, if he goes in for like a Shadow Strike to bait a blink out of Nagatara super early, then you can maybe go for cheap shot, lock him down. Sepsis is available. He has himself quite a lot of damage actually. Doesn't truck him on the arcane. Burst is available for Nagatara. Smoke bomb to give Speed a little bit of cover as a ring of fire comes down, able to escape the ring. The arcane orb. I was gonna say barrage, but no, it's an orb. Does connect, walking into the fire. Not gonna feel that great. Speed is actually not gonna be able to catch himself an easy reset. Gorma's Bite right after this one. Does step towards Nagatara with yet another secret technique. While the Arcane Mage is doing mostly okay, Blind does Speed is go for a quick reset. If you can get himself just another reset real quickly, build up a bit of calm points. Nova does not quite connect, does give him an opportunity to dip behind the wall, walk back out, hit him with a sap and reestablish that control. For Nagatoro, he so far has been pretty good at waiting until the stun is on him to go for a blink, which does kind of give Speed not a lot of opportunity here. But with Nagatoro going for the blink to make some distance, Speed is just going to take that as an advantage and try to see if he can get himself a little bit of the reset. Isaac getting picked up. He's going to be able to Shadow Strike in there before the mage can figure out what kind of a move he wants to make. Breath to follow for Nagatoro could potentially maybe be a good go. Does go for an interrupt onto the arcade. Mage may have to go for an Ice Block. Has himself the ult time to at least reset. Definitely needs to go for like a poly. Offer a breath onto Speed, find a way to lock him down so he can actually establish himself a proper go. No cloak available for the rogue for a good bit. Have himself a vanish at the very least. So the mage just needs to find a way to get some of those offensive cooldowns rolling in. Gonna be an advantage to try to see if it can dampen some of the damage taken. Speed does go in for a vanish. Shadow Strike, no more outs for the rogue. No cloak of shadows for 10 seconds. So for the mage, maybe that's something you could work with. Sepsis is ticking down on you together with Eruption, but the looks of it, and Speed is going to be able to get himself a full reset behind the pillar. Should maybe be able to go for a Shadow Strike around the corner. Does go in for strikes. Nagatoro with a nice block. Speed, I think, is just trying to see if he could chip away at him for a little bit. See if he can get some of those defenses out early without really having to go through the rest of those cooldowns either. Double the better. Also, it's against Sub-Rogue. True. Sub-Rogue is just in a whole other territory. Let's be honest. Stun. Nagatoro locked down completely. I don't really know if you could really do anything in this situation. Breath. Into Nova. Blink. No health. It's just over. It's just rough. With Light Messiah going to be up next. Cloak for Speed is back up immediately. No vanish available for the rogue, but Light Messiah is backing away. So with Speed, caught himself in shadow mode for just a second and was able to bail out of there. This man really sticks to the name Speed. So he's going to be able to zoom out of there as soon as he sees an opportunity. Not going to hang out here whatsoever. Light Messiah does have eyes available, at least on one side of the arena. I don't know if he picked up the eyes here, though. But he's trying to see if he can find a good angle versus a rogue, potentially. For Speed, he does have advantage back up. Not a lot of defenses. No, I don't know about evasion, because it's really difficult to track it since it does not track in UI anymore. Cloak, we know, is gone for a while. We know he has blind available. Only one of the dances, no Shadow Blades for a bit. Wait, it actually picked up the eyes and being able to lay down right there. Light Messiah can't even see you. Like, there's a little bit of, like, spacing between the wall where you should be able to see the rogue laying down. But I think his Mog being all red on the floor of, like, a bloody floor, it kind of matches the floor, doesn't he? In a way, just laying down hard to hide. I kind of like that. Gonna be an evasion for Speed, still taking a lot of damage. Shield advantage to follow. Does get himself a restart really quickly with advantage. Just to want to get back towards Light Messiah. If you can find a way to interrupt Light Messiah to prevent the bubble, he'll be golden. Bubble out for Light. Speed trying to see if he can zoom out of there. Got himself that sprint, able to get himself plenty of distance, plenty of mobility, just to stay on the other side of Light Messiah. Smoke bomb to give some cover. Judgment does end up connecting in between the smoke bomb and him getting behind the pillar. Light needs to find a way to get back over to the rogue, but Speed is able to get himself yet another restart. Wake of Ashes flying in all directions around the pillar, but does not quite catch Speed whatsoever. Vanish back up for Speed in a handful of seconds, so at least he has himself an escape. I don't think he has a trinket at this point. So it's a question of, does Light have himself a proper lockdown with wings and everything available? Because if he does, he might be in a fantastic spot. If he doesn't, might be in a little bit of a tough spot. Basic protection immediately with the Searing Glare, so the rogue can't really respond. Stun onto Speed. Light Messiah will full go. No wings available for this one. Oh wait, no, there is wings available. No, mind. What am I talking about? Cloak Shot is up for Speed. Have himself maybe and eventually can rotate. Sepsis out onto Light, but that is a Shield of Vengeance. Is going to be able to burn into the shield a little bit. Speed does go in for the vanish. I don't know if Light Messiah can find him. Shield of Vengeance almost hitting Speed, but he does end up getting out of there. Just breaking that distance at the last second. Back in the kidney shot. As soon as he sees that the immunity is down, big secret technique. Maybe has to go. Wall for Light. Wake of Ashes available. Speed with no help whatsoever. Got himself an evasion and does end up taking the kill versus Light Messiah with Thark, hoping to see if he can add Speed. Doesn't even get the opportunity for a cheat death. It just doesn't even proc. What is going on here? With Claws gonna be up next as he does lead back in there. Full dots are up on Thark, and Claws does go in for a little bit of a self-heal here. The totem, I don't even know what totem that was for Thark, but I think it does get taken out pretty quickly. Does take down the static tone immediately. Walls available. Expect the big cooldowns out of Thark. Quick route to Claws looking for an escape. Trying to see if he can back himself out of there for just a moment. Thark trying to see if he can stay on him. Barkskin rotating. Normal wall available. Takes a big hit of damage either way though, as Claws looking for the recovery. Sunder right after. Does go into bear form. Maybe some healing can be done while Heart of the Wild is active. Got himself the Feral Frenzy while in bear form. Looking to get some damage in. Capitalizing a stun into Thark, but he breaks out of it with a root. Burrows is available. Maybe he'll give himself enough mobility to just catch up to Claws. Try to knock him up in air, does not get to Claws. Uses the Savage Roar in order to try to see if he can make himself a bit of an escape. Just needs to find a way to re-stealth. Cyclone onto the main pet. Maybe can make some work off this one. Dots are up on the Thark. Has a trigger for the last. So Claws has no help whatsoever. Maim to follow. Maybe he can just go for dot damage. Dot gameplay. Got himself a couple of bleeds on the Thark. Maybe that'll be enough. Thark got himself plenty of healing though while a healing stream totem is active. Claws with yet another Cyclone onto that pet. Maybe he can just stay away from the pet long enough to maybe catch a re-stealth. I think he would need like a proper non-DR Cyclone to maybe even give himself a chance for that though. But that's rough. Maim with the Thark, full dots, War Stomp. Then it's going to be a totem reflecting damage back of the Claws. So he got himself Barks, got a little bit of healing as well. As long as he avoids the totem, he might be okay. Thark just needs a little bit more damage. Claws super low, does go for the lightning bolt at the end. And Thark looking for a heal. I don't know if Seawork, does he have a polymorph that will give him a heal? I don't know if he does. I don't know if he does. Because if you have a proper poly, you could just run over poly the guy and maybe that'll like let him recover. He got food at the very least. So if anything, last 1v1 of the night here with the two wrapping it up. Also, I got that mount as well. It looks good. Like the whole like Emerald Dream like spirit form looking thing. Also a fantastic mog by the way. That's like the Night Fate parts of the that's like the last hero pieces and the Night Fate pieces together, yeah? It looks good either way though. Full ring of fire around the corner, blinking right in. Thark catching a touch of the Magi as Seaver goes in for a bit of defense, trying to stay aggressive, while also just looking for a little bit of his own re-healing at 60% dampening. Thark kind of stuck behind the pillar, not much he can really do. That's a lot of just arcane damage coalescing around him, having to wall against the damage as Seaver goes in for a bit of cooldown reduction. Didn't even pop his own biggest cooldowns available, just trying to see if he can generate some resources off of the Frosty Wolves, or Maelstrom, just normal wolves? Is it one Frost Wolves or normal moves? Lightning Lasso, but Thark walks into a ring of fire. It's gonna do a bit of damage to him. Needs to find a heal. Burrow just knock up the mage for just a second, but nothing he could do. At that point, Thark, it was just kind of rough, man. Took quite a bit of damage from the first touch of the Magi. And at that point, you're just kind of like permanently behind, really. Not much you can really get done there, yeah? Let's kind of see another going, man. As long as we got groups, we get an Onomas in here. Yo, Boris, let me know.